Hello, hello. Okay, you guys. So I'm just gonna sit here for just a minute, watch you guys pop on. You're probably getting notified that there is a live video happening. Hopefully I'm in the right group. It always stresses me out because I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I click the wrong group? So as you're hopping on, and I think that's always the worst part is when you come on to do some type of a training or teaching or something and you can't see who's watching, if anybody's watching, and if they have any questions. I think that's the worst part. So hopefully you guys will pop on. I'm not seeing anybody. I hope I'm in the right place. Okay. We're back. Okay, we're back. And I see comments. Yay! Yay! Hi, Kim. Hi, Patty. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hi, Judy. I was seriously stressed out. Hi, Julie. I was stressed out. I was like, so we're doing renovations in my house. And so the workers, I sent them to lunch because they're literally knocking the tile out on the other side of the store. And it is so loud. So I told them to go to lunch and I would do this training. But you guys, I'm so happy to be here. I mean, I just need to know. Okay, one, tell me where you're tuning in from because I think it's so fun to see who's watching and where you're watching from. It's like the funnest thing. And then also, I want you to drop a 10 in the comments if the value you have been getting here is off the chart. We'll just say it's a 10, right? It's a 10. So, because I feel like I have learned so much. And hi, Brittany from Kansas, Trina from Arizona, Lorraine from Alberta, yay, New York, Sarah. You guys are awesome. So, okay. So I'm just going to be clear here. So my name is Lori Aldous. I'm a director here, and public speaking terrifies me. Absolutely terrifies me. And doing these trainings like this, when you're following people like we have doing these presentations for you guys, I feel very not qualified for this. But guess what? The best part of this business is we're just learning and growing one step at a time, right? And I feel like that's the funnest part about this business. You never get hi Teresa, you never get bored here. You're always learning and growing and doing something new and doing something that sets your heart on fire and gets you all jittery. So yeah, it's the real deal here. So just to be transparent, I have notes because I'm nervous, but I'm super excited to talk to you guys a little bit about something that really changed my business. I'm here to talk to you about the invite, okay? Inviting. And there's been some incredible ways to invite. And so I did a lot of thinking this last couple of weeks over what could I bring to the table for you guys that would make a difference in how you invite people and kind of give you, it's like a little spin off inviting. And I remember when I very first started this business over 8 years ago, and you're learning and you're trying to absorb all the things. And especially if you're new, you're I don't even know what to do, how to start, where to go. I don't know. And I remember that feeling. And so I was actually working as a respiratory therapist and I was driving to patients' homes because I was taking care of patients with ALS. So I was driving to patients' home and I would get really good books that I would listen to on audio and then listen to them as I was driving around. And I felt like I was learning. I wasn't wasting time because I felt like in this business, I was so excited to get up in the morning. The last thing I wanted to do was work another job. I just wanted to do this. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to learn and I just wanted to pour my entire soul into this business. And so when when I was driving around, I found a book and it was called Go Givers Sell More. Okay, so write that down. And I'm actually going to give you guys notes of what I'm talking about. It's in the caption. You'll be able to download it because it's just, but feel free to take notes as well. It's just, this book made the biggest difference in my business. So, hi, Carrie. It made the biggest difference in my business when I had this mindset shift about inviting and like talking about things and like trying to sell products and trying to sell the opportunity. Like I felt super spammy. So I want you guys to like in the comments, put the number 1 if you have felt like scared and overwhelmed about inviting people. And that's inviting people to the opportunity or inviting people to try the products. Because I know we as leaders have been pushing you to invite. And so sometimes you can like get in your head a little bit about Go Givers Sell More. My favorite book of all time. Not kidding. It changed my entire business. And so I just felt like I lost my train of thought. It's okay. Yes. Oh, like you're feeling like spammy, right? Because we're pushing you. We're saying, okay, this is the goal today. You need to invite like 3 people. You need to invite like 5 people. We're like holding you to the fire right now to teach you many things. But one of them is that it's okay to invite. And if somebody says no, to not stress about it. Because I see all the ones, you guys, I get it. You feel spammy. You're like, this is too much. I'm not scared to invite. My invites just haven't been effective. That's okay, Teresa. You're inviting. That's huge. Yeah. So the invite can be a little terrifying. So this Go Giver Sell More, I remember listening to it as I drove around, and I think I've listened to it probably 5 times. And it helped here to let go of the spamming because it's how I approached it. And that's what we're going to talk about. So Go Give or Sell More. So first of all, and I'm going to go to my notes because I don't want to skip anything. It's so important, but I also don't want to keep you here forever. Hi, Gabby. So when we talk about inviting or selling. So if I say selling, okay, when I'm talking about this, just know it goes the same for like inviting, okay? So selling, inviting, same thing, just like different language and how I'm presenting it here. So selling isn't about pushing, okay? Or inviting isn't about pushing. It's about just the invite. It's about giving them something, okay? So we're going to talk about, there's 5 different laws that they talked about in this book, Go Give or Sell More. And they're called laws, and like, I'm going to go through them. Law number 1 is the law of value, okay? And I tell you, when you really dive into each of these, and at the end of this, I want you to like be thinking about one law that really hit you, that you're excited about, like really trying to like capture the magic of that law. Okay. So keep that in mind, because I'll probably ask you at the end and say, which law was your favorite? So law number 1, the law of value. Okay. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. Okay. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in. Okay. It's not about the price. Oops, it says slow connection. Hopefully you guys can still see me and hear me. Okay, I hope I'm up. Okay, it's not about the price. It's about the experience that you provide, okay? So we all know that the price of the products that we have here is like second to none. There's no product on the market. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so there's no product on the market that is as good as ours, right? It's like, and the price point is ridiculously good. Okay, so that's easy, right? We're providing value with the products. Hopefully you guys, I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. We're providing value with these products, which makes this part of the law of value very easy. But when you're inviting someone, you have to provide them with value. What's this going to do for them? Okay. So when we talk about value, value is equal to how you make people feel and the solution that you offer. Okay. Am I back? Let me know if you guys, I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. Okay, good. So value is equal to how you make people feel and the solution that you offer. Okay. So keep that in mind, the law of value. Now, this is a mindset shift. With each of these, I'm going to give you like a mindset shift, a consistency tip, and an inviting application. Okay. So mindset shift is, I'm not bothering them, right? I'm not bothering them. I'm offering them something that can truly help. And when you believe that in your heart of heart, in your soul of soul, then it becomes easier to invite. Okay. So, and then the consistency tip with this law is show up daily with tips, inspiration, and encouragement, not just sales. Okay. When you're providing value, I want you to think of this. Like you've got a bucket right here. Okay. You've got a bucket and you're trying to fill this bucket up, right? And so every day you're putting tips in there. You're giving value in there. You're inspiring them and once that bucket gets filled up enough, guess what? People purchase or people will jump at the opportunity. Okay. So you're always filling this bucket. So if you're feeling like nobody is like getting it, like keep filling the bucket because all of a sudden that bucket is going to overflow and people are going to start buying and coming around. Okay. So keep that in mind. Now, how does this apply to inviting, right? How does the law of value turn up in invitation? Okay. So focus on what they will gain. Okay. Not what you'll gain, right? Right now we're in this like, okay, I got to get 3 people in. This is my goal to get 3 people to this opportunity thing. But if you just stay there in that place where you're worried about what's happening with you, they're not going to get it. They're not going to show up. Okay. So, so focus on what they'll gain. And a couple of examples are, I thought of you because this simplified my routine. Want to hear more? I thought of you because this simplified my routine and gave me results. Would you like to hear more? Okay. Teresa, interesting. I'm trying to explain this to my husband. I have to provide value and tips. He thinks I should be posting about myself. I think there's a good balance in that. I wouldn't like discount, like when you can teach people a little bit about you and let people into who you are, they begin to know, like, and trust you. And then they'll make purchases once they feel that. Okay. So yes. And then another one is towards the business. Okay. So I thought of you because this simplified my routine. Would you like to hear more? And for the business side, think of this. I thought of you because this made me an extra $500. And I know how expensive it is to have kids in diapers, teenagers, like wanting to retire. So put that on them. Give them the value, not you. And I promise you the law of value will come into play for you. Okay, the second law, the law of compensation. The law of compensation, okay? Your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. Yes, Sarah, the 80-20, absolutely. So the more people you serve, the greater the impact, the more income you have, okay? So no doesn't mean failure, but it means a seed has been planted. You know how many, like Teresa, you were saying, like, I've been inviting, but nobody's been like, they're not receptive to it. Guess what? You've been planting the seeds. And how many of you listen to Chris Kim talk about, like, if you're not following up 8 times, you're missing out. Like, you're completely missing the boat. 8 times. I'm like, I've been missing the boat. I don't know about you guys, but I've been missing the boat. I don't follow up with people 8 times. Guess what? I'm going to be following up with people 8 times. All right. So the mindset shift in this law is every invite is a seed, even if they don't bloom right away. So you're planting seeds. Keep planting the seeds. I know my skin, I'm telling you, the new makeup, this is the new makeup. Even my eyes, this is number 27 deep as eyeshadow, okay? I'm getting distracted now. And this is dusky pink on my cheeks as well. You guys are going to die. This makeup is going to change everything. That's all I have to say, okay? And then I'll get back to business because I could talk about makeup all day long. All right, the consistency tip, okay? Momentum comes from daily steady outreach, not random effort, okay? Momentum comes from daily steady outreach, not random effort, okay? And how do we translate this into the inviting application? Think of this. Your job is connection. And I know you guys have heard this before. I believe Abby has talked about it before. This is your job. Your job is connection, not control. Show up, follow up, and serve more people. Show up, follow up, and serve more people. Okay? So that was the law of compensation. Okay, the law of influence. Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Are you guys getting this? You're getting the gist of this book. You're putting other people's interests first. Influence comes from care, not charisma. When people see that you really care about them, so put yourself in their shoes. What would your invite feel like to you? Would it feel spammy? Or would it feel like real authentic, like, listen, I know how hard it is to have teenagers and you're paying for cell phones and insurance, car insurance. Like, it is a lot. I think this could really help you. Would that feel more authentic than, hey, you should totally come to this opportunity. This company is the best there is. And like you could make a lot of money. Do you feel the difference in that? Put yourself in their shoes. Make sure they're the center of every conversation, not you, not what you need, not what you want to get, what they need. Okay? So the mindset shift is I lead with heart, not with hustle. We get caught up in this like, go, 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 go. We got to go faster. We got to go harder. Like this is like blah, blah, blah. Like it's exhausting. Okay. Lead with heart. I always tell people, because I do a lot of like, I work online mostly. And so like I'm on Instagram and like, that's where I live. I don't do a ton of in-person things, although that's changing. But like when you're talking and you're doing a video, I want you to watch my eyes. Okay. I'm like, so this is what's happening. Blah, blah, blah. Or you won't believe what happened. Do you see the difference? It's really easy to talk to ourselves in the picture, like on the phone or whatever. Look at the camera. Talk to them individually. Speak to them. I promise you, it makes a huge difference, okay? Okay, so the law of influence, your inviting application is this. What's your biggest skincare struggle? Then offer your solution, not your script. Yes, Winnie, absolutely. You should be talking to one person. Don't get on and be like, hi, everybody. How's it going today? I know you guys are all like you guys. Talk to the one person. They're probably sitting there on their couch by themselves. Like you're saying, hey, everybody. And they're like, who's she talking to? Like, it's just me sitting here. Okay. You getting it? I know it's hard, right, Teresa? It's really hard to not look at ourselves. I'm looking down here at the comments. So it's different, but you can tell a difference when somebody is speaking into like the camera. Your eyes tell the story, right? The other thing is, what's your biggest fear about doing a business like this? And then offer a solution. I tell you, this is that follow-up stuff that Chris had talked about. Like, if you don't know what their hang-up is, how can you help them overcome it? If you don't know, because you're not asking questions and you're not finding out more about them, how will you know how to help them? Okay? All right, so the fourth law, the law of authenticity. The law of authenticity. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. That's your biggest gift, right? People connect to realness, not polish. So yes, as you guys, so we've been helping people get unready, right? We're washing our faces online. We're helping people get unready. Now you're going to need to learn, if you choose to, how to help somebody get ready with the makeup, right? And you're going to get on there and you're going to be like, I don't know how to do makeup. Why would anybody listen to me about doing makeup? I don't know makeup either. Guess what? You're the perfect person to teach them then, because you don't know either. And as soon as you become real and authentic about that, I promise you people will connect with you and they'll purchase. Okay? So keep that in mind. Show your face, use your words, and just be you. The first few years of my business online, I swear, I was trying to be somebody else. And as soon as I settled into me, being like weird and afraid to do trainings, and like, that's when things started to change for me. Okay? So don't try and pretend to be somebody else. Don't try and pretend to be like this makeup artist that knows it all. Okay? So just be you. Be real. Be like, okay, you guys, we're going to learn how to use this makeup. You ready? Like, how fun is that? Wouldn't you feel better about that? Again, think of them. They're sitting there on their couch going, I hate makeup. My old skin now is like, everything looks terrible, so I just don't wear makeup. Well, guess what? You're going to show them how easy it is. Okay? Okay, so be transparent. Here's your inviting application. I wasn't sure about this either, but here's what happened. I wasn't sure about the skincare either. I mean, I was seeing these before and afters, and I was thinking, there's no way in heck that is real. That's not real. But here's what happened. See how that's like, you're like, I know how you're feeling. You're feeling like this is crazy. Like, there's no way it can be that good. But it can be. Okay? It does get easier. So, okay, this is the last law, number 5, the law of receptivity, okay? The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving, okay? We remember we're in this circle, right? We're giving, we're receiving, we're giving, we're receiving, right? So we're giving, we're teaching, we're giving, we're filling that bucket up with all of our tips and everything that we've learned and how we can help people be more confident and more like loving themselves and feeling okay about aging and feeling okay about being a young mom. Like, we're filling this bucket, right? Guess what? As soon as it gets full, we receive. That's part of the cycle. Don't sell yourself short. You deserve to feel, okay? Teresa, you've come a long way. I've been watching you for a long time, and like, you've come a long way. You're softening. You're showing glimpses of yourself. As soon as you get more and more comfortable with that, it's become so powerful, So I'm proud of you. Keep going. You're doing great. You can't give abundantly if you're closed off to support our success. Okay. Here's your mindset shift with this one. I'm worthy of receiving. It's part of the flow. Your consistency tip is follow up without guilt, reoffer without hesitation. 8 times. 8 times. You're going to reoffer. You're going to reoffer. You're going to retell them like again and again and again. Okay? Until they say, no, I'm not interested. But pay attention. Are they saying no because they're scared? No, because they don't have enough information? Okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, here's your inviting application. Confidently ask if you've served, it's okay to receive. So this is like the self-help stuff. This is where we really have to get comfortable in analyzing how we're doing and how we're showing up. Like this is so important in this business. You really have to take a look at how things are going. Always reevaluating yourself. Am I putting enough focus on what they need? Or am I just more focused on what I need? I'm going to be reading this book again. Rimka says 13 times. Then 13 times. You keep going. Okay? The follow-up is where things happen. The follow-up is the magic. So if you're talking about, like, let's just say, you're talking about the balm stick and you've done one video on it and like nobody's getting it, guess what? You may need to do 13 videos on this before people actually purchase. Right? Okay. When you lead with value, care, authenticity, and generosity, selling becomes a natural result of giving. Okay? When you lead with value, care, authenticity, and generosity, selling becomes a natural result of giving. When you let go of what the sale looks like, I promise you, and you're just giving for people, you're just freely giving, freely loving, freely stepping into their world and finding out what they need, that's when the magic happens. Okay? So here's your challenges, and then I'm going to get off because I didn't want to go over 30 minutes. Your challenge is to invite 3 people to the overview tonight. We have Susan and Christy on tonight doing an overview. Invite 3 people. Okay? Tomorrow, for tomorrow's event, the Glow Up event, those have been so good. So good for people who want to learn about the products. The Glow Up events are it. Invite 3 people to the Glow Up event. Okay? You guys, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If I can give you any advice, and if you're looking for something to listen to or read, Go Givers Sell More. Go listen to that book and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it, because this is like just like a brief overview. Go listen and listen and listen. It is so good. It changes everything, especially if you feel spammy, especially if you struggle with that. I promise you it will make a huge difference. And you guys, keep up the good work. You guys are rocking it. I've been sending out prizes left and right to people. So keep it up. And I know there's going to be more people announced winning. I think Jen was working on that today. So yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. And like, go give something to somebody. We'll talk to you later.